Hello, this is Earl Netwal, the Micro Business Specialist, with Session 11 in our ongoing series on information product creation. Last three sessions we talked about some do-it-yourself approaches to product creation. Today we're going to begin using other people's efforts and works and use them as the basis or at least a major component of our product. The first category we're going to discuss is what I call public domain material. Well, I don't just call it, everybody calls it public domain material. If you're in the United States of America and you find a book that was published in the United States of America prior to 1923, that's 1922 and before, it is no longer covered by United States copyright law. That means that you are able to go in and take whole cloth material and put it on paper and say that you yourself were the author of that material. Now, I'm going to caution you about that. There is a couple old books around. You might have one in your household. One's called the Bible, and while it's well past and prior to that 1922 date, you would maybe have people looking askance if you decided to declare yourself the author. You might have a similar problem if you were to take Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn and declare that you were the author. So while you can, it's prudent that you think twice about how you use it. That doesn't mean you can't republish it, doesn't mean that you can't present it. You just don't necessarily want to claim to be the author of it. Now, there's other material in the public domain that you can take and just lift it out of the public domain and feel comfortable declaring that you're the author. It might be sailing, how to sail, how to rig a sail that you found in an 1880s book, and you can possibly take that material and publish it as your own under your own name, and no one is going to raise an eyebrow about it. Okay, so it is useful and you can do it. Now, I've had a couple problems when I've actually taken a look at and attempted to find some material for myself, and in the few cases that I did, I ran into some language problems. You'll discover that the language is spoken today is different than the way it was spoken in 1880 or in 1720 or any time in the past. The use of verbs, use of phrasing, just the phrasing itself has evolved over time, and you're going to discover that you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to edit it fairly extensively to get it into a modern vocabulary. Second thing you're going to discover is that frequently you'll run into references that made perfect sense in those days, but today might be at best obscure. You might even have difficulty figuring out exactly what they were referring to. So you'll have this type of mechanical problem with the text that's going to require some significant editing. So in general, it's not too likely you're going to be able to find material you're just going to be able to plop out there. But that doesn't mean it's not a rich resource and may have significant potential depending on your particular niche. So I encourage you not to dismiss public domain material out of hand. It's certainly worth exploring. Now, the best place to explore it is on a website by the Gutenberg Project, which is going back and trying to resurrect all these books and put them and make them easily available online. Where you want to go is www.gutenberg.org, and there you find access to, I think they've got over 30,000 titles that is immediately available that you can download. And certainly it might be worth an afternoon or two just to research and see what they have there and whether there might be something that you could use for your project. We're going to talk about other ways of using other people's material to create a project. It is an effective way if limited in this particular case. So I want to encourage you to broaden your perspective and see maybe there is a resource out there that you can use to create your next information product. This is Earl Netwal, the Micro Business Specialist. That's it for today. Again, I want to remind you that you can buy the entire series on Internet Marketing Intensive, of which product creation is just one of 8 parts. It could get that at www.askearlabout.com/I dot PHP with a PHP in lowercase. You can also again find the entire product creation video series that I'm creating right now, of which this is a part, on my blog. Again, that's www.microbusinessspecialist.com/blog blog in lowercase letters. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing you next time when we talk about our next way to make other people's work for your benefit. Have a great day. Bye-bye.